Aloha, good morning. So today is October 14th, and I'm continuing on the series of creating the language needing to approach the reality that we're facing. And I want to be talking about different ways of viewing this, the Earth and our connection to it. In this, that it's important to recognize that we're all one on the Earth and also in the universe, and the Earth is totally connected to other parts of the galaxy, other parts of the universe. Everything is infinitely connected. So I think what we're going to be realizing here is there's going to be a broadening of the range of information coming through to us in a way that we're going to be exposed to a lot of different dimensions of realities that are going to be revealed to us. They're subtle though. It's like subtle energy dimensions that you may not affect your life whatsoever. That you may not choose. You may choose to just direct your focus in a way that doesn't need to acknowledge that other stuff on like a real tangible level. But but it's important to recognize that that the Earth isn't something isolated. It's connected to a cosmic community, and I think that a good way of viewing it is think of it as an apple on a tree, and there are many other apples, and we're like little bugs on the apple, and sometimes two apples are brushed up right next to each other, and the bug can just do a little jump, but other times there's big gaps in between, and the bug has to crawl up the stem, follow the twig pattern, hit the base of the tree, the root, the broadened branches, and then come back around to another apple. And I think that the technologies that we're going to get to, and our understanding of the universe is going to bring space travel pretty soon. And I have a feeling that it's similar to following the stem and understanding the pattern of division of the twig, to where it's not going to be too difficult to get to another apple soon. I think that the real obstacle that we're going to have to face is the obstacle in our mind of not having the language needed to describe the reality. But really, we've been given everything that we need. So if we have a body, if we have eyes, if we have ears, if we have a mouth, every single thing describes the proportions of the oneness of it all. So I think that it's I like to think of the Earth as kind of like a cell, like a little cell within an organism, and there's energy that passes in and out of the cell through cell wall, the cell membrane, and really, but it's the same life as the overall organism. But depending on our awareness, things are going to be happening that we don't have to be focusing on what's the macro scale every time, but it'll give you a good way of making sense out of something that seemingly otherwise is strange, challenging to your worldview and your spiritual understanding. It might seem unconscious. Some things may seem on a mechanical level or an evil level that you just can't relate with it. And apparently the ETs are like this. They're not. There's a whole range of them. So I don't want to pin all of it on say they're all negative, but there's many of them I think that people would have a hard time relating with, and it would be on the scale of you want to just disempower yourself to the fear of it, the fear of the opposite. It's oppositeness of you, maybe yeah. So in order to get kind of get over that, it's just recognizing that everything serves a function, and that it's all held together basically like an organism. So we may be experiencing beings that are essentially machines, and essentially carrying out a function for the larger organism, and we're going to be forced to make sense of it.